everyone. Are you ready to improve your English and explore topics that can change your life? Welcome to the English Leap podcast, your leap to fluent English.
That's right. I'm Evan, and today we're going to talk about something very important, habits that are destroying your confidence.
And I'm Erin, your co-host for this episode. Confidence is something we all need, right? But sometimes we do things, without even knowing, that hurt our confidence. Today, we're going to figure out what those things are and how to stop them.
So, whether you're learning English or trying to feel more confident in life, stay with us. We promise this episode will help you in more ways than one. All right, Erin, let's start with a question. Have you ever stopped yourself from speaking up because you thought, what if I sound stupid?
Oh, Evan, so many times. I remember once, I was in a meeting, and I had a great idea. But instead of sharing it, I kept thinking, what if people don't like my idea? What if they laugh at me?
And did you share it in the end?
Nope, I didn't. And guess what? Someone else shared the same idea, and everyone loved it.
Oh, that must have been frustrating. But see, that's one of those habits, caring too much about what other people think. It can stop us from being our best selves.
Exactly. And we all do it, right? That's why today we're going to talk about habits like this that quietly destroy our confidence and how we can change them.
Oh, before we go further, don't forget, we've created a free PDF with all the key points from today's episode.
Yes, it's perfect if you want to follow along or review later. You can find the link in the description below, so make sure to grab it.
Absolutely. And feel free to share it with friends who might find it useful.
So, are you ready to dive deeper into the topic?
Definitely. Let's get started.
All right, so let's dive into the core of today's discussion. Habits that quietly undermine our confidence. Evan, where do we even begin with this?
Oh, there's so much to unpack here. Confidence is one of those things that can feel solid one day and shaky the next, right?
Absolutely. And it's often not the big, dramatic events that affect our confidence. It's those small, everyday habits we don't even realize are holding us back.
Exactly. It's like erosion. It happens so quietly that we don't notice until one day we think, why don't I feel as confident as I used to?
That's such a good point. And the first habit that often comes to mind is worrying about others' opinions. It's a sneaky one.
You know, when we constantly seek approval from others, it can lead to self-doubt.
Definitely. I remember in high school, I wanted everyone to like me. I would change the way I dressed, talked, even the music I listened to.
Oh, me too. I pretended to like sports I didn't care about just to fit in.
Really? Which sports?
Oh, rugby. I had no idea what was going on.
That's funny, but it shows how far we'll go to get others' approval.
Exactly. But when we do that, we forget to ask ourselves what we really want.
Right. It's like we're living someone else's life.
And that can make us feel unsure about ourselves.
So how can we stop worrying so much about others' opinions?
Well, one way is to focus on our own values and beliefs.
Yes, maybe write down what's important to us.
Great idea. Also, reminding ourselves that we can't please everyone.
That's so true. No matter what we do, someone might not like it.
Exactly. So why not be true to ourselves?
I agree. And when we do that, our confidence grows.
Yes, because we're living authentically.
The next habit is negative thinking.
Oh, that little voice inside that says, you're not good enough.
Yes, it's amazing how powerful our thoughts can be.
I used to tell myself, I'll never learn to play the guitar.
Really? But you play so well now.
Thanks. But it took me a long time to change my mindset.
What did you do?
Well, I started to catch myself when I had negative thoughts.
That's important.
Then, I would replace them with positive ones. Like, I can learn with practice.
Yes, positive affirmations can help a lot.
They do. Our brains start to believe what we tell them.
Exactly. I used to think, I'll never be good at public speaking.
But you're so good at it now.
Thanks. I started telling myself, I can improve if I keep trying.
And look at you now.
Yes, it takes time, but changing our internal dialogue makes a big difference.
Absolutely. So, to our listeners, try to notice when you're thinking negatively.
And replace those thoughts with positive ones.
It might feel strange at first, but it works.
Yes, be patient with yourself.
Now, let's talk about social media comparisons.
Oh boy, that's a big one.
We scroll through our feeds and see everyone's perfect lives.
Yes, the amazing vacations, the happy families, the delicious meals.
And we start to think, why isn't my life like that?
Exactly. But we forget that social media is just the highlights.
Right. People usually share their best moments.
I once spent an hour trying to take the perfect photo of my breakfast.
Haha, really?
Yes, but in reality it was cold by the time I ate it.
Oh no. See, behind the scenes, things aren't always as perfect.
Exactly. So comparing ourselves to that isn't fair.
Not at all. It can make us feel bad about ourselves.
So what can we do?
Well, we can limit our time on social media.
Good idea. Maybe set a timer.
Yes, and remember that people have struggles we don't see.
Uh-huh. Everyone has good days and bad days.
Also, focus on our own achievements.
Yes, celebrate our own successes no matter how small.
Exactly. That builds confidence.
Finally, let's talk about rumination.
That's when we keep thinking about past mistakes, right?
Yes, like replaying a bad moment over and over.
Oh, I've done that. I once said something silly in a meeting, and I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Me too. I tripped on stage once and I was so embarrassed.
Oh no, but everyone makes mistakes.
Exactly. But when we dwell on them, we get stuck.
It can make us afraid to try again.
So how can we move forward?
Well, we can focus on solutions.
Right. Ask ourselves, what can I learn from this?
Yes, turn it into a learning experience.
Also practice self-compassion.
That's important. Be kind to ourselves.
Remember that we're only human.
Exactly. And everyone makes mistakes.
So instead of staying in the past, we can look to the future.
Yes, set new goals and take small steps.
That helps build confidence too.
Now that we've explored those subtle habits, let's talk about some habits that hold us back in everyday life.
Yes, these are things we might do without even noticing, but they can really affect our confidence.
Absolutely. The first one is self-deprecating talk.
Oh, you mean when we talk down to ourselves, even as a joke?
Exactly. Like saying, I'm so bad at this, or I always mess things up.
Wait, isn't self-deprecating talk the same as negative thinking?
That's a great question, Aaron. They are similar, but there's a subtle difference.
Could you explain that a bit more?
Sure, negative thinking is more about the thoughts we have in our minds. Those internal criticisms like, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough. It's our inner dialogue that shapes how we feel about ourselves.
I see. So it's the thoughts that run through our heads, even if we don't say them out loud.
Exactly. Self-deprecating talk, on the other hand, is when we express those negative thoughts verbally, often in front of others. We might make jokes at our own expense or downplay our abilities.
So it's like bringing those negative thoughts into the open.
Yes, and while it might seem harmless or even humorous, over time it reinforces those negative beliefs.
That makes sense. So by speaking poorly about ourselves, we're actually strengthening those negative thoughts.
Plus, others might start to believe it too, which can affect how they perceive us.
Wow, I hadn't thought of it that way. So even if we're joking, it's not helping our confidence.
Exactly. There's a fine line between humility and self-doubt.
So how can we avoid self-deprecating talk?
Well, we can start by being mindful of how we speak about ourselves. Instead of saying, I'm terrible at this, we can say, I'm working on improving.
I like that. It's more positive and focuses on growth.
Yes, and it helps shift our mindset from negative to constructive.
Great insight, Evan. Thanks for explaining the difference.
Anytime. It's an important distinction to make. The next habit is the blame game.
Oh, that's when we blame others for our setbacks, right?
Exactly. Like saying, I failed the test because the teacher doesn't like me, instead of considering how much we studied.
Uh-huh. Or I was late because of traffic, when we could have left earlier.
Right. When we blame others, we avoid taking responsibility for our actions.
And that can hurt our confidence because we feel like we have no control.
Yes, taking ownership empowers us to make changes.
So true. How can we stop playing the blame game?
We can start by reflecting on our role in each situation.
Like asking ourselves, what could I have done differently?
Exactly. It helps us learn.
Hi, everyone. I'm Charlotte, and I'm here to help you understand some important words and phrases we use today. Let's break them down. Confidence. Meaning. Belief in yourself and your abilities. Example. She spoke with confidence during her presentation. Habits. Meaning. Regular actions you do often, sometimes without thinking. Example. Brushing your teeth every morning is a healthy habit. Figure out. Meaning. To understand or solve something. Example. I need to figure out how to fix this problem. Without even knowing. Meaning. Not realizing. Doing something unintentionally. Example. He hurt her feelings without even knowing. Being our best selves. Meaning. Acting in the best way we can. Example. We should always try being our best selves. Undermine our confidence. Meaning. Weaken or damage our belief in ourselves. Example. Criticism can undermine your confidence. Holding us back. Meaning. Preventing us from moving forward or improving. Example. Fear of failure is holding him back from trying new things. Seek approval. Meaning. Look for acceptance or agreement from others. Example. She always seeks approval from her friends. Self-doubt. Meaning. Not believing in yourself. Example. Self-doubt made him hesitate before applying for the job. Fit in. Meaning. To feel like you belong in a group. Example. He changed his clothes to fit in with his new classmates. Living someone else's life. Meaning. Not being true to yourself, copying others. Example. She realized she was living someone else's life instead of her own. Be true to ourselves. Meaning. Act according to your own values. Example. We should be true to ourselves and follow our dreams. Negative thinking. Meaning. Focusing on bad thoughts. Example. Negative thinking can make you feel unhappy. Positive affirmations. Meaning. Positive statements you say to encourage yourself. Example. She uses positive affirmations like, I can do it. Dwell on. Meaning. Think too much about something negative. Example. Try not to dwell on your mistakes. Self-deprecating talk. Meaning. Talking negatively about yourself, often as a joke. Example. His self-deprecating talk made others think he lacked confidence. Setting low expectations. Meaning. Not aiming high, expecting little from yourself. Example. Setting low expectations can limit your success. Striving for excellence. Meaning. Trying hard to be very good at something. Example. They are striving for excellence in their studies. Empowers us. Meaning. Gives us power or confidence. Example. Learning new skills empowers us to succeed. Reflecting on. Meaning. Thinking carefully about something. Example. She spent time reflecting on her career choices. Boosts our confidence. Meaning. Increases our belief in ourselves. Example. Completing the project boosted his confidence. Makes a big difference. Meaning. has a significant effect. Example, a kind word makes a big difference in someone's day. Self-compassion, meaning being kind to yourself. Example, self-compassion helps reduce stress and anxiety. Inner critic, meaning the voice inside your head that says negative things about you. Example, don't listen to your inner critic, believe in yourself. Mindset, meaning the way you think about things. Example, having a positive mindset can help you overcome challenges. Erosion, meaning slow destruction over time. Example, bad habits can cause an erosion of confidence. Authentically, meaning in a way that is true to oneself. Example, she lives authentically, expressing her true feelings. Self-compassion, meaning treating yourself with kindness and understanding. Example, practicing self-compassion can improve your well-being. Subtle difference, meaning a small but important distinction. Example, there's a subtle difference between being confident and arrogant. Fine line, meaning a very small difference between two things. Example, there's a fine line between humor and offense. At our own expense, meaning in a way that might harm ourselves. Example, he made a joke at his own expense to make others laugh. Downplay, meaning make something seem less important. Example, she tends to downplay her achievements. Empower, meaning give someone the confidence or power to do something. Example, education can empower people to improve their lives. Aim too low, meaning set goals that are not challenging enough. Example, don't aim too low, you can achieve great things. Striving, meaning making great efforts to achieve something. Example, he is striving to become a better musician. Potential, meaning abilities that may be developed for future success. Example, she has the potential to be a great leader. Setbacks, meaning problems that delay or prevent progress. Example, despite some setbacks, they completed the project. Reinforce, meaning strengthen or support. Example, positive feedback can reinforce good behavior. I hope these explanations help you understand today's episode better. Remember, building your English vocabulary is a great step towards boosting your confidence. Thanks for joining me, and see you next time.
Wow, that was so helpful. Thanks, Charlotte.
Absolutely. Those explanations make everything so much clearer.
Definitely. Vocabulary is such an important part of building confidence in language learning.
Yes. And for our listeners, practicing these words and phrases can really help reinforce the concepts we discussed today.
Well, that's all for today.
Thank you for joining us on the English Leap podcast.
Until next time, keep practicing and stay confident.
Bye for now.